Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in, whatever area of the world you're in. Today is a good day because this is SMZ3 Co-op Tournament 2021 edition, round one, Bear, Pear, and Gegar Gang. Okay, that was long. Hey, how's everyone doing today? I am Leno. I'll be joined shortly by my co-com, Raylan Tank here. We have an exciting match today. We have an extremely SM heavy group with Gegar Gang, Sephi, and Sloters versus Bear Pair, a very talented and experienced SMZ3 team. And I think we're going to have an exciting race today. On tracking, we have Sandrez and Bright Beginner. Say hello to them. Also, trackers, say hi. How you doing? Race will be starting very shortly here. And as a general reminder, what you're seeing on stream is a 10-minute delay, so anything that happened 10 minutes ago. We are underway. We will probably see, well, because it's co-op format, we will probably see one of the two teams from each team, or one team member from each team go down and check Retro Bryn. Looks like Azure is doing that. Bunny's going to go to Links to the Past. And same with Sephi, Links to the Past. Loader's checking Retro Bryn. You got a red rupee on the island. Nice Garbo that we don't need to worry about. And just gonna be just a moment while we sync up the streams. And ooh, we got a Birdo on Sephi's side. And we have Sankey in Sank. I did not catch what was in Link's house. Just a red rupee on the Morph Ball Ped. Oh, it was a neat tank. Thank you, Sandres. One of our trackers. Yeah, Sephi's timer is a meme. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? A Morph Ball in the ceiling. Is this a total randomizer seat? Oh, and Sloters is having an issue trying to damage boost up to that ceiling. Wow. We have into super early morph. And we got some sticks as one of our tree poles, and Sloters. Oh, Sloters. You can do this. I know you can do this. Asder has his morph ball. He is going up. He is not resetting that, by the way. No one in the right mind would. Bunny has a peak at Lumberjack. I did not catch what was at it. I got 300 rupees at the second missile, the beta missile, as something like power. And I can already hear the groans on Team Bear Pair about that early morph ball. And we have a shield at the first missile. Green rupee from Bush Crab, so that's kind of useless. Oh, just a missile on Lumberjack. Okay, so Aghanim looking pretty dead so far. Obviously, it's early. We'll see what happens. We got a missile at the drop down in the Lost Woods. So already this seed is looking like it's going to be busted wide open. Our SM heavy runners are going to love this because early morph ball. Are you kidding me? They will absolutely love it. Power bombs in the Lost Woods on top. Okay, so that's that is all of Big Pink. That is almost crate access. We just need one pack of supers, and yeah, they already have a lot more that they can do. And joining me now is Raylan Tanker. Welcome.
Hey everyone. I hope this will be an exciting race. Or
it will be. We already have an early morph ball in Retro Bryn in its vanilla location. Well, French vanilla in this case.
Yeah.
Uncle's very healthy.
So
Bunny is going to blind. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. This were a single player SMZ3 seeds. there would be a high likelihood that many players would leave that behind for quite some time. So good thing this is co-op.
And yep, and wow, a speed booster and a super in Blind's Hut, though. That's okay. Let's just keep throwing fire onto the SM side. SM side is lit.
Yeah, and that's probably something all Forerunners are very happy about. The Super Metroid is most likely their stronger game. Although, kind of hard to say in Esther's case since he's so good at both.
Yep. Sephi got a bomb drop from the bushes. Bunny was hoping for a bomb, didn't get one, so she has 2 checks left in Cackwell and Blind's Hut respectively. Sephi is getting some bombs from the bomb shed, so he'll get 2 extra checks. Bunny has no money, but knowing where Morphball is, she's just going to go straight for it.
Yeah. With power bombs already.
Oh, we got a lamp on... Yep. And a lamp on Bottle Vendor, so we're going to have a lot of the game open right away.
That's for sure. But yeah, for Bunny with power bombs, supers, and supers already, it's definitely a good idea to just grab the morph ball and maybe do some quick checks in Super Metroid to see there's maybe glove, flute, or something like a bow early in Super Metroid that would open up some more Link to the Past stuff.
Azure was able to farm some money and buy some bombs. So he's going to get a couple extra checks. He's going to get Chicken Hut, back of well, back of Blind's Hut. Slaughter has a bug net from the back of the well. So nothing really exciting in the well. And one of our trackers, Sandra, is pointing out that the 300 at the beta missile is the reason why Azure has a lot of money and is able to buy the bombs. Nice first try. Oh, not first try. There you go. Second first try.
And he will have the item in the back of Blind's Hut, just a missile. So nothing really bad there for PvP.
And Bunny gonna go visit Billy Mays. We have a 20, but wait, there's more. A bomb capacity. Okay, so Billy Mays is kind of a want. The bomb capacity isn't bad, but it's not something you'd go out of your way for.
Yeah, it has some fringe use cases potentially, but most of the time the 10 bombs you can get in the past should be more than you need for the receipt. There's a rare occasion where you do not really have a good weapon.
Now this is interesting. Sephi went to the back of the well to pick up that bug net. I wonder if he has safeties in mind for down the road. Gegar they are not as experienced on Link to the Past side. They are extremely experienced on the SM side. So if you see them go 2 energy tanks for the majority of the run, don't be surprised and don't be afraid. They will do it. They're that good at SM.
But if you're not that confident in some of the low percent stuff, especially in early Dark World, that could happen, definitely makes sense to grab that bug net. Being able to catch a fairy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Such a great safety. And we also seem to
we got an ether from the race game. Bunny's gonna check old Mother Brain tank and Fiesman supers. Okay. And we have a map check. Crystal at Hera and Desert and a red pendant at Eastern. So we have 2 pendants in our Dark World today.
And at Eastern also something interesting. Because you do not have to finish it, especially in a co-op setting, there could be a little bit more reason to just dip Eastern Palace and see if there's something important in there. Up to 3 items that can be grabbed. Yeah.
Yep.
Usually something, especially in Randomizer, if you do not get there early, you're not getting there back anytime soon in Eastern. So if there's something important there, getting that information early can be important.
Aster is going to be very upset at this Moldorm cave because that first Moldorm has dodged 3 bombs. And now this is his last one. Oh, there you go, Aster. Clutch.
Yeah. Just does show that S is indeed really, really good at not only Super Metroid but also Link to the Past. Because he had to nail that double hit on those mini Moldorms.
Yep. Unfortunately, not really getting rewarded for that mini Moldorm play. He's probably a little upset with himself.
On the other hand, Slotus trying to go to through the front of his cave with just bombs. It's really, really not that easy. Bomb front of escape or bomb Hyrule Castle. If you do play standard with randomized weapons and Link to the Past Randomizer, you occasionally come across this start, but if you do not have tried it, this can be very, very difficult. And on 3 hearts with no mail upgrade, also pretty dangerous, since almost everything does at least half a heart or the bombs even 1 full heart damage.
So far we have not found much in Zelda's dungeon. We have a map, and so we know there's at least 2 items in the back. We don't know. I haven't seen the key yet. Oh wait, no, I take that back. We have the key. We have the extra small key. So there are guaranteed 4 items between Dark Cross and the back end of the escape.
Just making good use of the pots here.
Being very careful of that ass.
Silver arrows in Zelda style.
Ooh. Now, and I'm going to speak to this a little bit because of the inexperience on the Links to the Past side for Gegar game. I fully expect Sephi to go down to Zelda Dungeon and pick that up. If Bunny or Azure discover that, the other one will not pick it up because they are pretty confident without Silver's. As long as Tempered Sword is found, they'll do Master Sword Ganon, but I fully expect one of them to skip that.
If for some reason they not manage to find the Tempered Sword, it probably would be a good idea to still pick up that silver, since it does save quite a bit of time on the Master Sword silver.
Oh, definitely.
Fight, but
definitely,
yeah.
I agree with that. I just with these 2 players. Oh, there's a Fire Rod. I just fully expect one of them to skip it.
So, be an option. Yeah. Fire Rod information kind of important. Fire Rod's pretty usable, pretty versatile item for Link to the Past. Might not necessarily be needed with 2 pendants still being in the Dark World. There's a chance for it that it's optional, but with how easy it is accessible and how strong it is for even Ice Palace only, most likely going to be picked up, even if it might.
And just to show the skill again, Sephi did a really good stutter 3-tap there to kill 2 of the Mega Side Hoppers with echoes, and managed to preserve the power bomb. And now we'll do what the SF Rando calls the meme route, which is do the Brinstar loop the backwards way up towards Rex Ship. I fully expect that to be his play. Sloters is cutting it really close in Zelda's dungeon here.
Yeah.
He has almost died so many times in these bombs.
One more point where the
Fire Rod is... Yep.
Go ahead.
Fire Rod is in the back end of the gauntlet. Question in chat. Nothing worthwhile in Darkross. And back of this game. Oh. I believe that's our first bottle from Waterway.
Yep. Certainly is. And now Sephi and Sloters can put their button to use. In addition to that, one check does open up with Sicket.
Yep. I suspect Gegar Gang will push SM as hard as they can until they just get locked out of doing anything. I would fully expect them to push Norfair as much as possible before going back to Link to the Past.
Does definitely make sense. Since you're bound to pick up so many items while you're doing that in Super Metroid, you're likely to get to a certain point in where Link to the Past does become way easier.
Alright, so Azure is going to get the Fire Rod from back in the Gauntlet. That'll be good information for Bunny. The Fire Rod is almost always required. There is the chance with 2 pendants in the Dark World that Turtle Rock and Skull Woods are the 2 pendants and not required. Oh, Moon Pearl. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Sephi should have Moon Pearl then if he has Fire Rod. I totally missed the Moon Pearl at Gauntlet.
But yeah, with that Moon Pearl, there's almost no reason to leave that Fire Rod behind if you're able to grab it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Because even if Turtle Rock and Skullwoods might be pendants, there's still the chance that the big key in GT would be on the right side, which at least logically requires the Fire Rod. There is technically a bomb jump where you can do it with the lamp to the right side, but yeah, at least for Slotus, I expect them not to be familiar with that, since it almost never is used, even in Link to Past randomizers.
Yep. And chat pointing out that Fire Rod could also be our logical access through Ice Palace, which is totally possible. Oh, Ice Rod. Okay, so you know the meme for Link to the Past. If Ice Rod appears early, Turtle Rock is not going to be required. We'll see if that plays out today.
It's a meme, sure, but that meme is not there without a reason. It came to the point where I personally prefer to just mark the R pendant whenever I find the Ice Rod that early, because in about 80% of the times you're right. Oh, I also missed that hook shot.
So hook shot was in the back end of back end of Prince Star Reserve. Chat's also saying that Seppi has the bow. Where did he pick that up from?
So much going on.
Of course, he's in SM. We can't. Yep. And of course, since he's in SM, we can't verify at the moment. But I will believe chat in saying that Seppi has the bow. Uh-oh, Bunny. Come on, you can do this. You can do this.
I've been there. Sometimes the wave gate glitch does not really want to go the way you intend to. Oh, there is the bow.
Oh, that's where the bow was. Okay, early bow was at wave gate. Okay, that is great.
Kind of unfortunate.
And chat was just confirming it. Thank you, chat. Sorry, go ahead.
It's kind of unfortunate with this earlier bow that Eastern Palace is a pendant. You would much more, or would rather have seen Eastern Palace the crystal.
Yeah. Oop. I wonder if Pod will be a pendant thing, because then that'll just put another stamp of rudeness for early access items like this. Pendant Pod, Eastern Pod. You don't really need the bow then until you get to Ganon's Tower.
On the other hand, if you get the bow that early, Pod with its 5 items and the bow putting at least 4 of them absolutely in logic, as long as you have the lamp somewhere, might be not that bad of an idea, and especially in a co-op setting, sending one player to Pod early, even without a hammer when it's a pendant, so you don't really have to finish it. Probably a good idea, so yeah. I think that even the pendant Pod would not be that bad.
Now, what would be a good way to stamp the rudeness of the bow is if Armos in Eastern with a pendant would have some kind of progression, like a glove, Titan's Mitts, or a hammer, or something like that. That would be pretty rude, you know, with a bow that early, because then you don't want to go back to Eastern. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But that has the at least the requirement of the lamp being found before, so as long as we have
Yep.
no means of getting that, we do not have to worry about it. Now, this is a difference to the standalone Link to the Past randomizer, where at version 31, the fire rod would actually put Armos Knights potentially in logic. And you can do certain dark rooms with the fire rods there if it has, they have a lamp to light.
Yep. That will greatly depend on the big key's location, though. If it's in its vanilla spot, then a fire rod would not necessarily put that in logic because there are no torches to light.
And that is not true for Combomizer at all. That was branched off an earlier version where that was not implemented. We still need the lamp.
I believe it was version. Lamp is on Bottle Vendor. At least 2 racers have it.
Okay.
It just doesn't show up on the tracker because we don't have room for it. But yeah, at least 2 runners have lamp.
It's definitely a thing to think about.
And Asder's gonna make a wreck ship play, I think.
Does certainly look like it. So, I'm still a bit shaky with hard logic in Super Metroid in Combomizer, but with Speed Booster should put this in logic for sure, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, this definitely puts it in logic. Yep. You can even do it without Speed Booster, without any kind of assistance, and a lot of people don't like to play. You know, having grapple, space jump, Speed Booster makes it a lot easier. Or even if you're brave, Morph Ball Bombs. That'll get you across.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a flute at early supers. Wow. Bryn is loaded. I did not even see that flute. Our trackers are awesome today.
I did notice it, but I forgot to mention it. Since it actually does not really do much for us, which what we couldn't do already, since we can get to the mountain through Super Metroid.
Correct.
Yeah, but yeah, having it earlier is always good, and Loot opens up the option to get into desert through the Maya area earlier without having to go through Lower Naufare.
Yep. Glove sighted at high jump missile.
Certainly want that. The second part of our Dark World access for Link to the Past. Now we're just missing one more glove upgrade or the hammer.
And since Bunny knows where the Moon Pearl is, she is effectively one item away from Dark World access. Question in chat. Yep, CWJ continuous wall jump is in logic to get to the wreck ship.
Bunny gun immediately activating the flute. We'll be able to.
I like this play. Yeah, I like this. I like this play.
I'm not sure if Bunny picked up that lamp earlier. I think you said she couldn't. So
she did not have enough money. Yeah, she did not have enough money when she was in CAC the first time because she didn't have any bombs either. So she will also get her lamp from Bottle Vendor, and she'll activate her flute and probably just skip the rest of the CAC checks, unless she wants to get a heart out of Tavern. I don't know if she picked that up or not. Oh yes, Bunny absolutely wants that lamp. Bunny will fight you over it.
I mean, it does make sense. You are that close to it, and even if you don't necessarily need it for dark rooms, having the lamp and being able to see what you do makes them just faster. So With how close Bunny is getting to the bottle van
Absolutely.
anyway, it would be a strict time save to just pick it up.
Yep. Oh, Sloters, just don't die in the acid. You came so close there. Alright, so both members of Gegar Gain have their fire rod. Bunny just got her ether. And she's about to activate her flute. Meanwhile, Asder scouting right side super in the wreck ship.
Oh, and I don't know if you caught that, but we do have a gravity suit lying there on the library.
Oh, I did not catch that. Our boots are logically required today. We obviously don't know the status of the Desert Torch or GT Torch, but our boots are logically required. Asder is farming some power bombs from the bowls.
Looks like we're... Yep, Slaughter's going down Red Tower. Probably...
I do like this play. You want to split up your wreck ship. You don't want both your players on the team in the wreck ship at the same time, because wreck ship is a very time heavy commitment. So I do like the separation here.
Yeah, and with East Death Mountain open in Link to the Past, even if that's not their strong game, at some point they should at least send one of them over there, because there's just so much items waiting for there, which should be picked.
Alright, so Bunny checked the back end of the escape first. Obviously not having a weapon initially, did not do the front, so she does not know about silvers yet.
She did not pick up the lamp?
No, because she has a glove, so she just went to back into the escape right away.
Yeah, but she was activating the flute, so kind of forgot about it, apparently.
Yep. Alright, so now she definitely has her lamp, and to the mountain. Oh, very nice attic strat there from Asder. I don't know if I've seen that one before. Very slick. Loaders, you madman. You're going for early X-ray on one energy tank.
And a reserve, but yeah, still.
Yep. So chat, you might remember my saying once, twice, or 17 times about the skill of these SM players. These players are insane. They're insanely good at this game. They will do stuff like this and not blink twice.
Oh, and you certainly want to pick those up.
Wow. Alright, so that's out of logic. We need high jump, morph ball bombs, like 3 more energy tanks, or a suit to put that into play, or also space jump or grapple beam. We are a while before that actually comes into play, but that is a great sequence break by Sloters.
The only thing Floaters does not want to see now is Swamp Palace being a pendant, because that would potentially make the flippers not needed.
Yep.
Falling down here,
Right. Sloters
actually. Oh god.
Oh, he is timing this. Okay. He has to burn this energy very carefully. Uh-oh. Now he's in trouble. He paused just a moment too soon.
Ah, fortunate.
Oh no! Oh. Meanwhile, Azur's finding half magic at the back end of the wreck ship.
Yeah. Not necessary in any
I
way,
don't.
shape, or form. Yeah. But
Yeah, just a heart piece. Okay, I was just gonna say I don't see Bunny going that far out of her way for half magic. It's a convenience item, but it is not something you'd ever want to completely go for,
no.
unless this gravity suit location has requirement. Nope. Okay, it is a wreck ship. Wreck ship had nothing.
Yeah, so especially with the bottle we already know about, there should be no reason for Bunny to ever pick up half magic. He did find his heart though in Paradox Cave, which is important. You will need to find at least 2, and the sooner you find your first one, the better. And apparently we also found boots, since Bunny is going fast.
We got boots. We got a pair of red shoes. Sonic is very jealous of these. Boots and a sword. Oh, and a sword. And a red 20 inside spiral.
Okay,
Alright,
now Bunny
so...
can...
Sorry, go ahead.
Now Bunny can pick up that gravity suit, which opens a good chunk of Meridia. Yeah.
And she's going right for it. So this time loss of Slaughter's, because of that very unfortunate death, he has to obviously re-pick up the Moon Pearl, which he did, go back for the Fire Rod, and now has to go back through Bryn and pick up, I want to say, the 2 items that were there? I'm trying to remember what was there. We have a bow at the Wave Gate. And I forget what the other one was.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I already don't remember. This is what happens when you do 4-player co-op. You kind of forget what the heck is going on. Oh, Slaughter's is angry. On low health, it going straight back for it. Slaughter's is angry.
Bunny picking up the ice rods. Going for a quick shot check of the desert edge and checking the Gina.
Chad is pointing out that Slaughter's might take the Slaughter's refill, the one that's named after him. Problem is, unless he wants to do a Stutter 3-tap or a 4-tap back up to Spark, he has no way back up because he doesn't have high jump, ice beam, or space jump. So if he goes down, he's committed, unless he really wants to do something crazy.
Thing is, the flippers are not necessarily needed just now, and knowing about them is already half of what you need, because you can just fake flipper the currently accessible flipper locations, and if
Correct.
Swamp Palace is abandoned, you may not need to pick them up ever.
Okay, that's rude. The game just teased him by giving him an energy tank at Alpha PB Missile. So I actually think he goes back for this now. I think he goes back for it.
I can see it, especially since that's something, or since that is something that Aster and PvP might skip, since it's not really anywhere near being a logic. But I don't think this is really that strong of a play here, unless it pays off big time.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Now that Slaughter's knows what the item is, and I think maybe he's going back, but if he's going back to get this, I don't agree with this play right now. I would say keep your intel, come back for it later, because
At least this time he can do a crystal flash if necessary to get back out.
Yes.
So
Yes, this is true. Yes,
be-
he does have that extra safety getting back. Wait, do I see a space jump spin? Yeah. Oh, that's a screw attack. Okay, Bunny has screw attack now from Kray's missile. It looks like. Nice pickup by Bunny. And Slowders is going to get back just fine. Yeah, I think the one thing that just threw Slowders off the first time was he took the hit too early from the first waiver on his way back, so he ended up just face planting the spikes at the bottom on that side of the room, and that's probably the only reason why he got thrown off. But now he's fine. He's got his flippers. Kraid's hand is saying hi. Nice quick kill.
And wrong boss reward.
Secure.
That was a hard container.
Yep. There's been a lot of health this season. I want to say it's her 4th or 5th heart container already picked up.
Certainly something that will help Floaters and Steffi a bit more.
Yep.
With additional safety for Link to the Past.
Now, question in chat: what if Flippers is the Dark World access through Meridia? That's actually entirely possible. We already have an early gravity suit. We have our Moon Pearl. That is definitely a possibility. We do have logical access to our Dark World right now, at least until another glove or the hammer appears.
Okay, that would be definitely interesting.
Yep. What if that is
Now-
also the case? Then space jump, grapple, or high jump bomb, something, some combination like that has to appear to make that a possibility.
Now, at least for Esther, I don't think that would actually be too much of the problem with the bow picked up. There are ways to set up fake flippers in the Dark World.
Yes.
So that would not necessarily be that bad for Pear.
Bunny, why don't you just spark up and blind check it? That would have been better. Now you want this. I'm sure you want this.
Yep.
Alright, Azure just took a reset. I'm not sure where he was. Bunny is sparking up to... Oh, Azure checked Cathedral. That's why he reset. Bunny's going to spark up and pick that spring ball up. She'll be very happy.
Esther going for the wall jumps up Bubble Mountain.
These wall jumps suck, by the way. This particular set of wall jumps that he's doing. This is not fun. But never mind, he nails it like it's no problem. Actually, question in chat. I'm not sure what Azure saw in Cathedral that made him reset. And apparently we have an ice beam sighting. Oh, and a mirror. Azure, this is still out of logic. Technically. We don't care,
Yeah.
but we obviously don't care for such things.
Yeah, especially with the mirror, that's such a powerful item. And yeah. One more thing for potential Swamp Palace. We now just need the hammer and we could complete this dungeon as soon as we can get to the Dark World.
He just picked up his 5th tank at Speed Booster, and since that technically counts as a point of no return, the mirror pickup is still out of logic until an in-logic energy tank is picked up. Unless you're talking about something else, Ancient Gamer, I'm not sure. Oh,
Yes,
space jump. Okay, that's Flipper. That's Flippers. Flippers is in play now, so our Dark World access is totally through Meridia. Oh, there's a Master Sword. Okay, we can also fight Aga for Dark World access.
Yeah, that is guaranteed Dark World access. And yeah. At that point,
now I'm gonna make this observation real quick. Pear will follow Meridia to Dark World. I suspect Gegar Gang will follow the Master Sword through Aghanim to Dark World. They may not be as aware of the portals and the logic that follows them. Maybe. I could be wrong. I could easily be wrong, and feel free to call me out on that if that's the case.
I really could see that happen. But yeah. Oh, something that we wanted to take that hit. We haven't found the boots yet by being on Eastern Mountain for Gegar Gang is something that certainly can hinder them. As does Cena Cape.
Cape at Norfair, and obviously he's not going to care about that. So I think Asder is done scouting Norfair. Unless, no, wait, did he do... Okay, he's got his mirror marked. Yeah, I think he's done scouting Norfair unless he's going to do Croc. I could see that. Yeah, Asder is resetting. This is a little bit of a gamble. If Bumper Ledge has progression, he knows he's going to have to come back for it. So this is a little bit of a gamble, but I think it's a safe play, relatively speaking.
Also, it could potentially be needed access to Spy Cave, but that's still a bit off as well.
Oh, yep, absolutely. We do have a bottle. But bottle logic does not account for health, only magic in Spy Cave, for reasons.
Yeah, not to say that as they would not have any means to pick up Spy Cave even without a cape, especially if he's able to find a ferry somehow. Because we do have quite some hearts found already. Oh.
Oh, Slaughters, I saw that one coming a mile away. Get rewarded with a mail upgrade, face planted by a boulder.
Luckily, he turned on the old man, so the save point was there, and there's basically not much of a time loss. Could have been way worse by getting sniped just before you get that old man to safety.
And chat pointing out that Sephi is skipping ammo. Sephi, being the SM player that I know him to be, he will skip most of the ammo. He will probably start going for supers within the next 20 minutes if Charge Beam is not found, just to make Mother Brain possible. And obviously Ridley. Oh, we have a high jump sighting. Chad is saying high jump boots. I did not catch him. Oh, it must have been at Croc. Must have been at Croc E-Tank. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
It's so Croc is loaded.
Oh, right sandpit was where high jump was. And we got a Varia suit at Croc PB. This is amazing.
Yeah. You do want that. And no, yeah.
So, welcome to the Super Metroid and then Link to the Past SMZ3 co-op scene today.
About to say that. Well, it's really not
rare
much more.
when the seed is separated like this. It's usually a lot more Link to the Past heavy than seeds like this. This actually really benefits Gegar Gang because of their SM ability. Like, they will have SM full cleared within the next 20-ish minutes between them. Not counting for Soldier's death, obviously.
Oh, that is
and
an additional sword.
That's a third sword at Bottom Energy Tank. Oh, Bunny's having just a little bit of a time. Come on, Bunny, you can do this. You got this. There you go.
But yeah, now with this third sword being found, and there's basically no reason for Bunny to skip that one-hit wave beam. It's certainly
Yes.
an option for Bunny to not pick up the silver arrows.
Yep. However, I will point out that neither one of them knows where the silver arrows are yet, because they have not been to the front end of Zelda's dungeon.
And they might never go there.
That's true. They might not.
So it's one kind of meme I sometimes have come up on my seeds, but not that out of the way for compromiser seeds to have Uncle checked at the 2-hour mark. Because he had so much other stuff to do first. And yeah, going to the castle is something you do not need to do sometimes. So yeah, those silvers, who knows if they ever find them.
Honestly, I don't think they will. I mean, unless they are gonna last location something, I don't see them going to Zelda's dungeon anytime soon.
It really depends on the Dark World's dungeon layout and where the items are hiding. Because in co-op, at least sending someone there, especially with the mirror, to combine Pyramid and Uncle checks, definitely a play to make.
Absolutely.
A good number of items there, but yeah, if they get dungeon or more dungeon progression early, that's certainly a possibility that they won't get there.
Yep. Now, I like what the Pear is doing here. Asder is pushing that Varia suit. He's just going to full clear the rest of Lower Norfair while Bunny finishes off Meridia. Between them, they will have full SM knowledge very, very soon. Gegar Gain, once they pick up that suit, they will be right behind them in the checks. Golden Trizo is going to have all kinds of nothing. And we'll finally get some Dark World knowledge, too. I suspect Azure will go through and the Mire Portal, and we'll at least get Pendant knowledge and Crystal knowledge.
Yeah, definitely. An option to clear Desert Palace, which, if the mids are there, is something you want to do earlier than later.
Yep. It's a good thing that Azure does have the mirror, because you won't have to come all the way back down here just to check it. Definitely am not speaking from experience.
Absolutely not. My medallion check.
Right,
Wait.
Quake required. Yep. Quake. Oh, green pendant TR. Okay. Red crystals are skull and pod.
And we got the wrong flipper dungeon being pendant, so flippers are absolutely hard required.
Yep. I did not catch what the last pendant was, though.
Oh.
Wow. Hello, Titan Smiths. Alright, to heck with all that Meridia Dark World access. That also means this lava dive was hard required, because you have no other way to get to the mine area. This is an amazing set of events here.
Very paradox to be in a very, very strong position right now.
Titan's Mitts are always required because you must use them to get to Gan's Tower.
This is not inverted Link to the Past randomizer, where the Titan's Mitts really could not be needed.
Yep, it's also not cross keys where you could possibly get by with no glove at all.
Yeah. One waiting for Esther here on the Desert Torch.
do like that. He's only got a couple, so I think he's okay with a little bit of safety. He's now in SM Go with that, I believe. Minus ammo or charge. Still looking for that.
I think we are quite a good super count already for Esther, so might not be much of ammo go mode either.
I didn't catch what his supers were at, but you need 60 for Mother Brain, 60 supers plus 36 missiles for phase 1.
I think he was
So
on
we're
at
a
least
little ways from that
40
yet.
or
Okay,
45.
yeah, so he's getting close then.
Bunny on the way out, picking up those high jump boots.
Yep. She has no way to check Shack Tool. And I know, chat, you might be a little disappointed in that, chat, because we don't know if Shack Tool's required yet. That'd be kind of upsetting if you had to come all the way back here for this one check. Oh, Sephi! Sephi! He got hit by energy low a couple of pixels before the spring ball.
That is rude.
Somebody clipped that. I have never seen that before in my life. That is amazing and sad all at the same time. Wow. And that is our third bottle in Kingston. We have a second bottle in Precious Missile over next to Dragon. So we are very comfortable with bottles now. Still, logically, Spike Cave requires magic in a bottle and an invincibility item such as Burna or Cape. Your health is not a factor for some reason. Even though 8 hearts and a red potion could do it. Oh, Morph Ball Bombs in Backrocks. Nice.
Yeah, it's a bit maybe a bit awkward to code it that way for the logic to put the amount of hard pieces or hard containers there, since you technically would need I think 12 hearts minimum, and that requires some certain strategy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, yeah, the way I think the way it's coded, it would be just making this very, very convoluted to catch all of the possible combinations that would put Spike Cave in logic with health added as requirement. So I would imagine that, at least for simplicity's sake, that is the reason they made it just invincibility items.
Well, for some reason, I thought Azure only had his third energy tank from that pickup in Desert. He has 5, so he is more than comfortable in energy for SM.
So, probably not a bad idea to pick up at least 7, so that if you for some reason come across all beams on your way to Ganon, or before you hit Mother Brain, that you have the option of doing standard glitch.
Yep.
And they're a free refill for Super Metroid whenever you pick them up, so even that can be sometimes useful.
Sloters is about to get his gravity suit. He'll probably wish he had that a little bit earlier, but it would not have helped him on his trip to the X-ray. The way the game, or at least the way this randomizer is programmed, your gravity suit does not give any environmental protection from spikes or sparks or acid or anything like that. It still does power suit damage. What it does reduce damage from is enemy contact. Alright, Sloters. I do like this play. Checking and chasing the flippers. You're the only one. I mean, you're the only team that has the flippers. I do like this play. We'll know pretty quickly whether or not the sequence break is going to pay off or anything.
At this point, with how the items are laid out, it's very unlikely to actually pay off in some way.
Yeah, indeed.
With mirror and everything that Esther already has found, he can route Link to Pass very, very efficiently. So even if there were something on the flipper checks, Esther could get there reasonably.
Yep. Come on, Bunny, you got this. One green gate glitch later. There you go. You got it.
Powder and water for
Alright,
Perry.
so we get a powder. That's a good safety item.
That definitely is something
great safety
that,
item, in fact.
Yeah, maybe the best safety item for Link to the Past, aside from having a fairy in a bottle. It's so versatile in usage.
You know, I just have to imagine that Zora's got nothing. I think Zora's just got a red 20. I don't think he has anything today. Watch him have hammer. But I'm pretty sure it's nothing.
The aura with the hammer could make this pretty interesting, but it's so unlikely, and those missiles, yeah, they're certainly not what Slotus had hoped for. And as good as the safety the powder is, right now it does not open the magic bed for Slotus. He does neither have the hammer, nor Dark World Axis and Mirror and Myths. Yep.
Right now, Team Pear is the only one with proper Dark World access. Well, at least that's not through Meridia. What Gegar game could do, though, since they have a glove and hookshot, they actually could go through Meridia and wrap all the way around the Dark World through Village of Outcast down to Hype Cave and get it that way. That would be annoying. I hope they don't do that. But that is something they could do.
Actually, in Sephi's position, I could see that being the intention here. Because if they are at least aware of that this could be in logic, this might be a setup they want to go for.
Yep. And then there's also we know we have intel on 3 swords. I can't word. So there's also Dark World access through Aghanim. I don't see Gegar Game doing that. I see them like avoiding Aga like the plague.
Yeah, they only got information about the second sword here right now. They have not been to Bubble Mountain at all. I have neither information about the mirror nor about the sword waiting there or the space jump.
That's true.
Ooh. Sephi with the Harvey here. And PvP has some catching up to do. She's still on only 1 E-tank, if I see that right.
Chat's pointing out that Astrid has skipped the butter sword. Did we see a 4th sword? I thought we've only seen 3.
I've certainly missed the 4th one. That didn't happen.
I totally missed the 4th sword if we've seen it.
I mean, there is so much going on, and S is going so incredibly fast in the seat.
Wait, there is a sword at Space Jump? Oh wow, if that's the case, then Sephi's gonna be untempered here in just a moment. Nice blue suit. Oh, that was dangerous though. That was dangerous. Sephi, don't die. Don't die to 2 sparks. Alright, so Bunny has her mirror.
There
Oh,
it
indeed,
is.
there is a sword after Dragon. Oh, wow. So that's all 4 swords. Okay. Oh, Slaughter's hit a crab in Mount Everest. Oh, that's unfortunately another death for Slaughter's. And, oh, his save point is back at the ship. When's the last time he saved? Ooh.
He was on Link to the Past in the meantime, so it's not everything lost. Should have quite a bit of equipment still.
Alright, so now this is actually a legitimate question for Azur. Why did you skip the sword at Dragon? I know the argument is there's not really much of a difference between tempered and butter. This is true. However, in this case, since it's right in front of you, why would you actively skip it? It can't hurt you.
I mean,
obviously,
technically,
obviously he's a good enough player. He doesn't need it, but it's right there. Why would you not pick it up in this case?
Technically, yeah, like I said, or if you play it perfectly, picking it up would actually lose the time. But that requires absolutely perfect gameplay on all boss fights.
And Tracy pointing out in chat that two-door transitions, absolutely. Azur is a member of the Save the Frames, Lose Seconds Foundation. No, I totally get this play from Master. This is, it's absolutely calculated. He is perfectly comfortable. I mean, he'll do Master Sword. He doesn't care. He got tempered because it's easier to deal with. So, you know, him skipping butter, perfectly fine.
If this were...
I just like to give him heck about it. Yeah, I just like to give him heck about it every now and then.
Yeah. Also, if that was his tempered sword being there, he would for sure have picked it up. Because the upgrade from the Master Sword to tempered sword is big. That's minutes. So, yeah.
Oh, Slaughters. Okay, you're doing a Crystal Flash. Okay. Alright, Sephi has knowledge of high jump boost. He's going to go back for that and then leave Meridia, I suspect. Slaughters will probably get the 2 swords that are here and will be untempered. Sephi actually should be untempered since Dragon's dead. I believe he would have picked that up.
Yeah, you should have tempered. He has the boots, so he has gotten the sword on the mountain. He ran past the sword at Bothoon. And having killed Dragon, he should have that sword.
Sephi is going to go for X-Ray Clip to Shack Tool. This is bold.
And this could be their big chance in this race.
The Madman. He's almost got it. This is very hard to time.
Last chance.
Oh, he's got it! He's got it! The play! But now he doesn't have a power bomb to open up Shaq's wall, so he has to go back and farm. Shack Tool obviously does not drop power bombs, so he's gonna be here a minute. Oh, there you go.
There he is.
Now, there's no need to fear. Sephi has Spring Ball. He's not going to soft lock down here. But this is a huge sequence break and a huge play. If there is something here at Shack Tool, Gegar Gang has a huge advantage, even though it looks like they're behind. They will have a huge advantage.
A very, very huge advantage. But there's not much that can be here that would actually be that powerful.
That's true. That's true. And chat is saying we have a Samaria sighting. Was that in Thievestown, chat?
I was about to say I think the only thing that could be very important to be here for Gegar Gang would be that Samaria, but if that is found, yeah, don't think there's much hope, and just a power bomb.
Power bombs at Shack. Unfortunately, not what you're looking for.
So there was the potential that it could have been the hammer, but I do think even if it was the hammer, with how strong the lead of Pear is, or at the moment, the hammer would have locked them out soon enough that they would have been forced back there.
Yep, they would.
Just in time.
Yep, exactly. They would have had to have gone back to this location. Oh, Bunny got wall mastered by a rude statue. That is unfortunate. You know, I almost wonder if she just dips out of Skull just to go pick up the Samari to make this easier, but that's a little bit of a time commitment, so maybe not.
Nah, you're already here.
Yep.
It's not that hard. You just need to be aware of when the Wall Master comes down. And walking back all the way to Thievestown, it's slow.
With all of those items that we've picked up recently, Pear is goal -1. They just need hammer.
And Quake. Oh no, they have. I missed Quake completely. They need hammer.
Yep, I also missed Quake. Yeah, so Pear is goal -1.
And they need to find the flippers.
Yeah, that's true, flippers. Okay, so they're goal -2. We know where flippers are. They don't. Might be a while before they get back there.
Yeah. And actually, that might be a big while before they get back there.
My bad, chat.
About the only good thing is probably that they will never touch Ice Palace. Which, unless it has the hammer, also never needs to be touched.
Yeah, I mean, hammerless, flipperless Ice Palace, who would make that play?
Especially if you're only looking for hammer and flippers go mode.
Yep, exactly. Who actually makes that play? Alright, Slaughter's now getting crystal info for his team. So we can confirm that Pyramid Fairy will be dead. Will not have hammer. Will not have anything leading to hammer, because you need hammer for pod. What else? TR won't have hammer. So TR is effectively a dead check. A green pennant is completely dead. Which means Pedestal's dead. We don't have to worry about Ped. Sorry, chat. I'm just ruining your guys' streams here today. So what does that leave? It leaves one check and swap. It leaves Misery Mire. It leaves 3 items potentially in Thieves Town, which Azure is doing. We have most of Pod. And we have Eastern Palace, which we still haven't touched. So, Raylan, where do you think the hammer is going to be today?
I'm actually not able to think about it right now because I'm a bit surprised that Esther actually have died to blind. That's not something that I usually see happen.
I was wondering why. I was actually wondering why he's going back in the Fisa. I did not know he died to blind.
He has to have.
It, though. Yep.
But yeah, how the seat has been this hammer is being in the Palace of Darkness. probably.
See being in pod. Yeah, I could see being in pod.
On the other hand, we apparently do still have the entirety of Lower Norfair open to us. Although a few checks there.
True. That's true. Both of our teams have decided not to follow the Varia suit to Lower Norfair. That surprises me a little bit. Not too surprising, but considering Titan's Mets opened up all the Dark World, I don't blame them for that play. You have so much more open compared to 7 or 8 items that are in Lower Norfair.
Yeah, at least for Pear, with them having already done Upper Norfair, there's not as many checks to go there to loop around to.
Yep. Alright, Sephi just got his butter from Wave Beam. Azure dug up a power bomb at Dig Game.
Only doing check of Graveyard Edge as they only did the boot checks earlier, so getting last bit of information about this area here.
Indeed, this is a great match. Graveyard Ledge had just a pack of bombs. A little useless today. Let's see what our Smith friends have. Hammer on tablets. You know what would be really rude? If that hammer was at Bumper Ledge. I don't know if Bunny has scouted that. Oh, she's heading in that direction. If Hammer's there, Asder knows where the cape is. That puts them at go -1.
Yeah, and I wanna say, if they find the hammer soon, that flipper location can actually be really, really bad for Esther and Polar Bear Bunny. Because they have literally no reason to go back to Super Metroid right now.
Yep.
And even then, they have no
Especially
reason
that area of SM.
to X-ray. Yeah.
Oh, that's what the Samaria was. Okay, yeah. I was just gonna say, oh, there's Samaria. Oh wait, they already knew that. They knew that.
And
King's Tomb. I also missed that. Did you happen to catch what was in King's Tomb?
Esther checked it way earlier. I don't. It was not something important. I can't exactly remember where it was, what it was, but it was nothing worthwhile.
Okay. Bonk Rocks was bombs. That sounds about right. King's Tomb was nothing. Okay. Asder intentionally left the purple chest at Stumpy. Don't worry, chat. This is calculated. There is a silly glitch detection you can do where you have a frame of movement after you mirror, and the thief will still count it as following you. Or
you had actually
like
quite a bit
maybe
of
even have a
time
second.
here after mirroring, so
Yeah.
you do not have to mirror as close as Esther did. You can mirror way early and still get it in time. Very lenient there. The only thing you can't do is mirror earlier on a different screen.
Yes.
Without the purple chest.
Because you will lose your follower status then.
Yeah.
Yep. Sloters really wants that fairy.
As
Oh,
there's
this is Gegar Game's first check at. This is Gegar Game's first check at Croc. So they're gonna get intel on their Varia suit. Oh wow!
Beam
Ice
cave.
and plasma beam in Hype Cave. This was a Hype Cave. I'm calling that one 7 out of 10.
Yeah, unfortunately, the charge is never to be found, so it's absolutely worthless. But it still looks nice. And Esther, I believe, delaying at least the check-in for the one chest in Swamp Palace. You go to Lower Norfair, so if that hammer is in that first chest
I
of
agree
Swamp.
with that.
Oh.
Oh, Asder just saved and quit after mirroring. He just realized something. Oh, he reset. Okay.
He reset to Super Metroid, so I'm a bit confused about what he actually wants to do right now.
Oh, I know what he's doing. He's going to refill his ammo before going to Lower Norfair.
That makes sense. He could in theory, farm the enemies there after the screw attack room.
He could.
Power
He
bombs,
could.
but
He does. He could, but without. Yeah, I think he thinks this is faster. So
this also enables
this probably
Esther
is faster
to.
because.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I had some other thoughts, but never mind. If Esther is going to run off her, they won't matter at this point in time.
Yep. All right, so what we have for checks right now, we have on Pear side, we have X-Ray that's orphaned. They still have not checked Magic Bat. They do have the capability of doing that, but that's a one-off check. I see them putting that one off for quite a while yet. Obviously, all of War and Warfare, for them, Shack Tool, and I don't think either one of them has checked Shaft Supers and Criteria. I could be mistaken on that one. So they're probably just going to follow Dark World since they have their Titan Smiths. And they'll probably even do Dark Death Mountain before they even get back to SM proper.
I'm actually not sure if Pear has even found the powder. It wasn't Waterfall Fairy. I don't think they did flipper checks yet.
Oh wait, no, yeah, they don't have flipper checks. That's right. Yeah, that is correct. My bad. I was thinking powder was at Pantry over at Croc, but no, I'm thinking of a different seed.
Because Esther definitely could have done powder when he was at Smith and with the flute.
Yep.
In the midst. It wouldn't be that bad to get back for the purple chest.
Alright, in Amphitheater, Asder climbs. Bunny, what is Bunny doing? Oh, she's gonna use her Quake and go into Mire, I think. Because that is a crystal, she has Samaria, she can full clear this dungeon.
What makes sense? She could potentially follow Esther, but there's no reason to do right now. They still need information. No, there could be the aggressive play if you are sure that your items are going to appear here in Lower Norfair, or want to gamble on that. You could save time
absolutely.
by just having PvP following Esther, but I don't think they have to take that risk with how this seed has been going for them so far.
Yeah, I agree with that. And for those experienced with Link to the Past randomizers, you know there's only 2 items in this dungeon, so you're hoping for your one, well, in this case, their 2 gold mode items, one of them at least being in here. It's probably not going to be, but I still like this play just so you can get this crystal out of the way. So I do fully agree with what they're doing here. Have we seen the mushroom yet? I don't think we have.
I also don't think we have.
Yeah, chat was bringing up the possibility of doing a fake powder to do the powder check at Magic Pad. I don't think Pear can even do that because they don't have mushroom. They haven't seen mushroom. I don't think anybody's seen mushroom yet. And Sephi having fun in the basement of Hera. Vanilla E-Tank at Ridley. Is this even randomized?
It partly has to be because Crate had a hard container. So at least the games have to interchange some items between the bosses.
Yep. Oh yes, Sephi did go back for his mirror in Upper North Fair at some point. I totally missed that.
Yeah, now I can kind of see that they are not as experienced as in Link to the Past as Pear. because there are just some things like Slotus trying to powder an anti-fairy, which was already moving, which is not possible.
Yep.
Steffi forgetting to hit the switch in Hera here to have a little bit faster rooms here.
Now, you being a relatively experienced Link to the Past player that I suspect that you are, I know you would say do Harapot in this instance, where Sephi is not doing that. Reason being, obviously, they're not as experienced in Link to the Past, so they don't know those kinds of tricks in speedrunning tech.
Yeah.
And honestly, it took me a long time to even get that down. So I totally don't. Am okay with them not doing it, especially because you can actually hard lock your game if you screw it up.
Hard lock
You have to-
not.
you have to
assist.
cut-
It's
Yeah,
stop
you have to
blocking, and
try
if you
to
have,
do that.
if you have the mirror, you can, I believe, actually mirror out, which could be at least save you some time. You do not have to save and quit, but yeah. If you are somewhat
As we
familiar with the Harapod setup with super speed, then yeah, you probably will always go for it in this situation. Otherwise, if you're not confident in it, there's definitely a reason to skip it, since it does not save much time if you fail it once. I believe if you have to fail it the second time, you definitely lose time with just bombs.
Alright, so Sephi has Tower of Hera Crystal out of the way, gives their team 3 total crystals. Pear has 4 crystals between them, but they share 1 as common. And unfortunately, Lower Norfair is a want. We had nothing down here but energy and a reserve. Can't forget the trash tanks.
I at least spotted where the Quake Medallion was. It was here up in Skullwood. Slaughter just picked it up.
Yep. Slaughters really wants to burn that gift out.
As a Link to the Past runner, there's so much speed tech that I see Slaughter's not going for, which hurts just a little bit, but I can't blame them. There's so many things you can do here.
Bunny just got a full heart on Mire. That is obviously the second item. Nothing in Mire. Crystal clear though. And now she's gonna do Desert, which I think... Did Azure dip into Desert?
I think he should have.
I want to
at
say
least
he
the
did.
front.
Like I don't think he finished it because he would have. Yeah, he saw the energy tank on the torch, and so they should have already communicated that. I'm pretty sure Azure was in there once already.
Yeah, Asta picked up that heat tank. Speaking of the Harapod you mentioned earlier, Asta's about just doing that, and almost perfect execution.
As they're doing the objectively harder bomb jump method of Harapot, but nailed it first try. GG Asder.
I'd not say it's necessarily harder, it's just different. Especially since with the super speed setup, if you do it unbuffered, you have to hit it in very, very quick succession, the inputs, while you have some time to hit the almost pixel perfect setups for the bomb, but you have a few more frames to set that up.
And question in chat, still no hammer? That is correct. Still no hammer. We're coming up on an hour and a half, and we are between the two teams 1 item from go. Pear is missing 2 items, hammer and flippers. They have not been to X-Ray to get their flippers. Gegar game, they need to follow that Varia suit from Croc and go to Lower Norfair and go to Checkerboard to get Titansmiths, among other things.
They do not have normal Dark World access yet. Their only way to Dark World right now is what Sephi is about to show, apparently, which is slow. And I really don't think that's a good idea right now.
Yeah.
They may be trying
Who's
to
gonna give us a
trust that
first look at?
they may be trying to follow those flippers and really bank on that find being their advantage into the seat, and that's maybe the strategy they have to go for. But with the lower Norfair being accessible for Steffi, which it should be, since he was the croc. Or did he
And
just
Super Bunny
scope
Cave
out?
is a super hard cave. All right, let's get our medallion info for TR. Azure may not even care about that because it's a pendant, but we'll see what happens.
As there's no reason to care about TR.
True.
He has no
He knows
access.
there can't be anything in there besides his one other go mode item, which is flippers.
Yeah, but he will worry about it. Oh, charge beam. He will worry about that
Okay,
once he finds the
so
timer.
now with that charge beam, we have full beam combo. Oh, okay, that's actually good for them. Bombos Medallion means that they never have to worry about TR.
Yeah. Well, the bombos could still pop up somewhere.
They could.
Okay.
The chances are pretty low. But I would say, I would say they've just decided that TR is now completely dead check.
Yeah. With the likelihood of the bombos medallion just being in GT, which is possible. GT cannot hold progression required for the crystals, since the way the logic is built for Randomizer, but it certainly can have hold branded progression.
Yep, that is correct.
So that would just immediately make Turtle completely dead and not even checkable. As there now,
I did not even see it, but there's a vanilla E-tank at Firefleet in Lower Norfair. So we have 2 vanilla E-tanks in Lower Norfair.
So maybe this is the almost fully randomized game with just vanilla low warfare. And I really do wanna. Wasn't Steffi at Croc?
He was at one point. I'm not sure what happened to that. Oh, Sephi realizing that, yeah, those are heavier rocks.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't lift those.
So he has to have done Croc and just checked the item or the super stood right there, because apparently, according to the tracker, he never has picked up various suit, which is a big problem.
And Slaughters did actively skip weight beam. He knows the location of that sword, and he feels comfortable with tempered, which is why he's obviously ducked out.
So that would be maybe one, or if he wouldn't have picked up Varia, that would have been maybe the reason he weren't going to lower Norfair. But this way, yeah. I don't think.
Chad is saying that Sephi does have his. Chad is saying Sephi does have his Varia suit, which is probably why Slaughters is coming down here.
Yeah.
Oh, Asder's making the 90-minute Zelda's dungeon play. He will get intel on the silvers. He will actually have the silvers. So he'll have tempered silvers for Ganon. Bunny, we'll see if she goes out here and chases him later.
For Bunny, there's really the consideration of if the silvers are really helping her anymore. She has done Maya, that one dungeon where silvers could be additionally helpful. She most likely does not have to do Eastern Palace, it's the pendant, and Pedestal is dead.
Yep.
Yeah, and for Palace of Darkness, even if you could technically use silvers for Helmasaur King with the Butter Sword, you never do not need that. So it really depends on how confident Bunny is in doing silver scanner. Because I do think picking up silvers is at this point actually a time loss for Bunny.
I would agree with that. I don't think she gets them, or either. I mean, yeah. Bunny now has her third SM boss down, has a fifth energy tank. Aster has all 4 SM bosses down. He's done with SM, at least until Shacktool comes back into play, which I don't know when they'll get to that.
I don't think they ever will.
Gegar Gain is... Yeah, I'm not sure. Gegar Gain has a little bit of ground to make up. They have to do Lower Norfair, obviously, but they still have to get their Titan Miss from Checkerboard. This race is not over yet. Not by a long shot. Those flippers could still be a thing. And by that I mean Slaughter's sequence broke the flippers. Told Sephi. They both have flippers. The Zoracheks didn't really lead it to anything, but Ice Palace could be a thing.
Well, we know Ice Palace is just partly potentially required for the hammer.
Right. They don't know that, obviously, but as far as they're concerned, that might be a thing.
Has to set up a nice water walk there over in Skullwoods. You just cross that bridge here without flippers to get to check Catfish. Or cross the river.
I suspect Bunny will put off the wreck ship for now and just concentrate more on some length pass checks.
There is literally no reason for Bunny to do wrecked ship. Unless you want
She
to
already
go
knows
to
to go
Brain, right?
Yeah.
So she can potentially do it by time to get some information for us that you maybe check less stuff on other dungeons and Linkle Pass, but I don't think that's actually coming up in a way where it would save time. Important thing here, Slotus should be able to get the Titan Smiths, although the mirror is not marked. Pretty sure he has it.
He'll have it when he gets to checkerboard.
Yeah.
And that's coming up in just a couple seconds. Oh, I like this play by Bunny. She is save warping in Norfair. I suspect, and chat pointed this out, that she's probably going to check X-ray. If it's nothing, she'll reset. It's gonna be the flippers. She's not gonna reset that. And she's gonna be upset.
It certainly makes sense because they're hitting the point where they only have limited amount of checks left to them, actually. Palace of Darkness, potentially all 5 items, guaranteed for the first chest in Swamp. Yeah. And some stuff they may have left here in Super Metroid, so actually does make sense that they kind of split up those low checks. And with that flipper
locked. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
With that flipper find, Pear is in a premium position here in this race. Yeah. They just have the hammer to find, and if they do, they can just go. They know about full beam combination, although Bunny did not pick them up just yet. She can get them on the way to GT. Charged Hype Cave when she does Swamp. And once the hammer is found, they have everything they need. Bunny potentially waiting on Esther to give her some information before checking this.
And
No,
she's just waiting
she
to
did.
see if Pod is
She
rude
just did.
with the vanilla hammer.
So maybe that flipper find was actually leading them to just communicate a bit about how they want to proceed from here. If Bunny should just
I
follow straight to
suspect
Pod.
Azur. I think Azur is actually telling her to go to Swamp, and at least get that first check out of the way.
Right,
Or
Esther
check
never
Ice
could check
Palace.
that.
One of the, or one of the two. I think it's either Ice Palace or Swamp is what she's doing here.
I think Ice Palace is more likely since there are more chests in there available and they are faster to get to. Since without the hammer,
Yep.
which was now found in Pod,
Yep.
Bunny would have
And
get to
believe it or not, this is actually a situation where doing Icebreaker does not make sense because you need hammer for those two chests on that side. So doing Icebreaker actually does not benefit in any way here. So I think she just sticks to the older route where bomb jump comes into play for a potential hammer.
She'll never touch Ice Palace. Because Esther
Or
just found the
hammer. Hammer could just it could just be there in Pod. French vanilla. Thanks, game.
So Bunny is now...
Asder not leaving Pod? Question mark? Asder? You
Pod
know
is
your
a
girl,
crystal,
right?
so you have to finish it, and he has to find the big key.
Oh, okay. Pod is a crystal. Never mind. All right, so
Eastern
that is go mode. Hour 35 go mode for Pear.
Okay. She wants to go to Pod. She has no faster route, right?
Yep, this is actually full go mode. They know the location of the items that each member of their team is missing, so this is just full go for this team. Pear has a commanding advantage right now. Unfortunately, the sequence break to get the flippers early on Gegar gain did not pay off. It was a good play, and I do appreciate the play. I like the play. It just ended up not paying off for Gegar gain. Ice Beam, along with Plasma, were both in Hype Gate. Charge was...
Hookshot Cave.
Where was Charge? Thank you. Yes, it was. Thank you.
Just Hookshot Cave. So, for Bunny, she will grab Hype Cave on the way to Swarm. She will grab that Charge Beam on the way to GT, and then can go to Drag Chip and do Mother Brain from there and be done.
Yeah, I think with Charge Beam being where it is, we see Bunny do Links of the Past first. Just kill Ganon, reset, kill Phantoon, go to Turian, endgame. I suspect that's the route they take. Or at least that's the route she takes.
Yeah, Esther obviously has done...
Asder he's got some crystal. Yeah, he's got crystal clean to do. He's only got 2. He's a little bit behind, but he can Hera pot. Oh, never mind. He already did Hera. Desert. He can go back and finish at 8 point if he didn't already. He's about to finish Pod. Swamp is a go mode. Myers go mode. Yeah. I'd say 30 minutes before he has his other crystals and is climbing GT.
Esther won't be quite
X-ray
done.
was found. Yeah.
I seen X-ray. It was very early.
I remember seeing
somewhere.
it. I don't. I do remember seeing it. I don't remember where we saw it, but we.
Yeah, it was a link to the past chest, I want to say. Somewhat early on, but I can't remember where it was.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh. Esther to the... What is that? 100% sure. What for?
Is he gonna kill Motherbrain now? Where is he going? Oh, he's getting his flippers. Okay, he has to
Oh,
put extra against
right,
flippers. That's what he's
right.
doing.
Of course, he has to pick them up at some point.
I'm like, Aster? Why are you going back to SM now? There's nothing here. Oh.
When you're playing, you're obviously not going to make that mistake because you're planning the route out. But it's in commentary, I always get into this point. Okay, we know everything, or we know everything where it is. The runners know where everything is. They obviously have it in the inventory. So.
Yep. Chat pointing out that Azure has not turned on his plasma beam from Hype Cave yet. This is true. He will likely turn it on once he gets a Turian and deals with the Metroids and Motherbrain.
Has no reason to do it right now. Definitely nothing he can benefit from with it. Oh, just short there.
Oh, he did turn it on. Ha 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 ha. Nice short charge damage boost lava spark from Sephi. Very, very nice. Oh, and then he blackout glitch doing the door transition. Oh, I love this game. Azure is heading down to the portal. It's faster going to the Norfair Death Mountain portal than it is to climb back up Red Tower. And wrap around to Criteria.
He could have gone just to Turian and finish Motherbrain here. But that's also quite a way off.
Yeah, typically in SMZ3, you'll see Ganon finish first and Motherbrain finish second. In this case, it's not really going to make any time difference because he has full charge combo. He's in go mode now. He has everything he needs. This is just par for the course for him. So I suspect he's just doing this because this is also Motherbrain. He'll just finish GT first and finish Ganon first and Motherbrain second.
Now Bunny is going to pick up Ice and Plasma.
Yep.
And then we have both members of
that
Pear,
tells
Pear
me she fully intends to get that charge beam then.
Yeah. Well, they have not been communicating about the chests being the two in the back, because I don't think there was any reason to open the other two. If you would have known.
For a missile and a power bomb. I mean, it's relatively minor though. Or it could be that they communicated and they just forgot which ones were which. Which, in a 2.5 hour long run, that's totally possible.
I mean, it's easier to communicate Ice and Plasma are in Hype Cave and do not really care about the chests since they're so close to each other anyway.
Yep.
And if they were,
sorry, go ahead.
If they were to say in the second chest on the left side and first chest on the right, this would have been maybe harder to communicate, but with both chests back, that could have been told. That's just very, very minor optimization.
Now, this is something I would question a little bit. I don't feel Sephi following Slaughter's into Misery Mire right now is a good play necessarily. it's an understandable play because you obviously need to clear crystals, but I think since you're still hunting for items, I think you just want to split this up.
Yeah.
But I totally get this.
On the other hand, Seppi had to.
just-
Yeah, Seppi had to grab the mid.
Exactly.
Definitely, and when he's here, why not go into Maya already? You have Lotus has scouted the dungeon already, so you can clear it. You can do desert and be done with this area, so don't think there's not much reason for them to go away.
I wonder what Azur's making checks for. He already has intel on silvers and butter. What's he hoping for?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe just muscle memory since there's so fast checks there.
Possibly. Yeah, that's possible.
They also have information about half magic because Esther has it obviously. They should have both at least 2 bottles, or should have had the options for bottles, so there should be really nothing they could actually find.
Yep. Bunny's
Unless...
opting not to do Diver Down. And Seppi took a death in Mire, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Gegar Gang has had an unfortunate run with deaths so far. This has not been kind, as we've seen.
Even with all the safeties we got, they are still only on 10 hearts each. Since in co-op you tend to skip the heart pieces and do not get as much health. So while they have quite a bit of safeties, Link to the Past is still not that easy of a game. Especially in the later dungeons, there is just some stuff that hurts really bad. And now that I think about it, for Esther, now that he's in go mode, he can just do these dungeons in any order. Not much in the way of how you do it or not.
And chat pointing out that Azur is indeed used to the... Oh, there's a book. Argus, nice. Azur was recently participating in the Link to the Past hard mode tournament, where you were limited to green mail, 14 hearts, and all the fun stuff.
Yeah, but even then, on 12 hearts with tempered sword and silvers, even if you're not used to that low percent modes, that this is probably one of the easiest Ganon fights you get in Link to the Past. So I suspect even Bunny would not have much problems with that setup.
Seppi is just about to get the victory as his health is getting a little low. He does not have his bow. Wait, no, he should have his bow. Has he not been to Zelda's dungeon? Or no, he's been to Wave yet. He should totally have his bow. Seppi, you're almost dead. Please use a potion or a cape or that burna stick that I think you have. Seppi, open your menu. Check to see if you have bow. Please check to see if you have bow. I'm pretty sure you do, but please check to see if you have bow.
It's just one more of those times where it really shows that they're not as experienced in this. Because if you have the bow, the second phase, 8 arrows through the big eyeball, it's definitely better. And way less risky. But gets it done, that's the important part.
Crystal number 2 for Seppi.
And we do have Bunny already on the way over to TT.
Yep, she's going to get her charge beam from Hookshot Cave, mirror to Hera, do Hera Pot, quickly kill Moldor, mirror back, climb GT. We're going to get a guessing game here, folks. So we have like 3 minutes before the guessing game begins. Chat, get your guesses in. Where's GT Big Key going to be today? And I think to your point, Braylon, they didn't do the strongest of communication in some places. Hype Cave earlier and now Hookshot Cave. She could have just beelined it for that last chest and gotten her charge.
Yeah. With the reserve tank and the Cane of Burner there in the two chests before, there's potential for Bonnie to just say, some more safeties. Pick it up, why not?
Yep.
They're just so fast, but they were certainly skippable.
Yeah, pointing out that it could be muscle memory. That is true. It very well could be muscle memory. When he's setting up for Harapot. Oh, I think she was just a pixel too high.
There's also the thing with the setup that Bunny's using. You can mess this up by moving wrong. That setup is sub-pixel dependent, and can happen that you.
Apparently you can, and apparently you can also mess this up just by picking up a drop from the Moldorm. But I mean that makes no sense. But yeah, that's what happens.
It has to be specifically a drop from the Moldorm while it is in the air. That messes up a certain variable, which also is somehow used during that Harapot. You can reset that by just mirroring out or leaving the dungeon.
Yep. Alright, chat, get your guesses in. 1 through 22. While we have just like a quick 35 seconds between death animation and mirror back, and also Moldorm drops. If I was a mod, I would do a prediction, but I'm not. The winner of the guessing game will receive the prize of continuing to enjoy the SMZ3 co-op tournament, as well as everyone else. Buddy's unhappy with Moldorm.
Yeah. I understand.
There it is. So. Crystal number 7. I'm gonna guess chest number 9. I'm gonna guess chest number 9 today for our beat key.
Yeah, I always go with 3.
3? Okay. So you're saying the 2 in hope and then 1 on torch? Or are you gonna go 2 in hope and be bold and say tile room?
Why not both? Both valid options.
Ooh. I like that. Always tile room.
In a co-op, that may actually be not that terrible of a strategy if you think you're ahead. Because you can definitely lose a few minutes, or 2 to 3 minutes to that Bicky being there, and you only lose about 40 seconds by checking it.
Yeah, and since she is ahead between, of the 2 on their team, I totally agree with checking tile room in this case, just to get it out of the way. It's just a key and a missile on the right side, so we're at 3 so far. Still no big key.
I can certainly still see people not checking it because it is just such a slow check, and it's unlikely that your opponent team is going to check it early. But it's certainly an option to, at least in co-op, to think about. But no need for that.
And it's number 5. It is number 5. Do we have a 5 in chat? Yes, we do. Steel G101 guessing number 5 today. GG's to you.
Will be a very, very quick GT for Esther. Just has to go to the left and then climb.
I think Sephi was trying to do the speed strat with the pirates. Now they're way out of sync. Oh, Slaughter's is about to get his charge beam from Hookshot Cave. Probably wondering where that was earlier, but also realizing that they don't really need it. Ammo-wise, they probably do, but that's something that they would have liked to have seen a lot sooner, I'm sure.
Yeah. At this point, it does not really do anything for them until they fight another brain. So you can just pick it up on your way to GT. So we do have a kind of interesting race, maybe on the Pear side, on to see who's actually going to finish GT first, because yeah, Asta is just starting climb and is obviously way behind, but how strong with how strong he is, and PvP a little bit struggling in some of the rooms.
He definitely has, yeah. He definitely has an execution advantage, but I think because of how high up in the tower she is already, and having Butter Sword, I think she finishes the Link to the Past side first. And then question in chat, so how is the winning time determined? So the winning time is determined by your total team finish. So whenever the last player in your team finishes, that is your team time. That is your race time.
Also, I probably have to disagree with PvP finishing Link to the Past first, since she does not have silvers, so her cannon will be slower. And by that point, I think Esther will have caught up. But she is at least likely being done with GT first.
That's fair. I think she's high enough where it's not going to matter too much. And then once Bunny is done with Link to the Past, it'll be about 10 more minutes because she, and chat pointed this out, she does still have to go to Wreck Ship and kill Fantoon. So she has to go to Wreck Ship, kill Fantoon, double back. She'll have full charge combos, so that'll be a quick kill, but that'll be about 10 minutes afterwards. And I think Asder will probably finish first overall because he's just on cleanup. He's done. He's done.
He will for sure finish first. With the, in addition to the silvers already having done Plantoon will be all the time as there needs.
Definitely.
Hold on 2 behaving nicely.
Validation burrito. Chat, are you hungry? Do you want your burrito today? Oh, Slaughter's almost got trolled hard by Moldworm. Used hookshot invincibility to dodge a hit and then do a spin slash. Thank you. To get the kill. That was nicely done by Slaughter's.
Oh, very, very nice Ega2 setup here, nailing that triple.
Wow.
Fortunately, a bit early with the spin.
That should have been a. Oh, that should have been a finish. Oh, now Aga's just trolling hard. Nicely done, Bunny.
If Bunny does not have problems with the silverless phase, she at this point will probably finish with cannon first still. Was a bit more behind than I thought.
Yeah, she should be fine. She has butter. First 2 phases are going to go by very quickly.
Yeah. Equipping the cape. Which, I'm not sure Bunny should use that much, or did she buy potions? before going to GT?
I think she has one. I don't remember if it was a green or a blue, but she definitely has a potion of some kind. I saw her
Okay.
dip in there earlier.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay, it's yeah, okay, yeah.
Bunny has to do silver, so she still needs a bit of magic.
Yep.
And without half magic, your magic is kind of limited. So yeah, back Bunny using the lamp, get the torch pitch, and then not use the fire rods until she feels she is close to killing Ganon. Oh, hello,
there's
Bombos.
Bombos on Magic Pad. Oh, that is gonna throw them off the track if they try and follow that. Obviously, they can't because they don't have hammer. But
yeah. They have no option to.
Did you find the arrows in Hyrule Castle? Sure did not. She might be a little upset about that.
Okay. Switching to fire rod, feeling confident. Got the torch pitch. Eight more spins to go. Missed that one.
A little surprised. That was just like a pixel or two off from that spin.
5 more to go.
Again, is that really giving her an option for an ability to get triples, which is unfortunate if we need to torch glitch. And silver strats.
Okay, one last spin for Bunny and she will be done with Ganon. And that's about all the magic. Oh, bad miss.
Wow!
Got that one.
She was cutting that one close. I think she had enough for one torch. I think she had enough for one more lamp used.
Yeah, one more lamp she could probably lift.
Asder, you're not supposed to die to the pig. Get back in there. Also, get your single G's out for Bunny.
I mean, Esther may have. He did not try. Didn't intentionally death. Was trying to fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, on green mail you can get hurt sometimes.
Alright, now this is something that Sephi, I mean, this is something inexperienced obviously plays. Sephi does not have hammer. Cannot proceed any further in Swamp Elves. Was probably banking on, or maybe just forgetting about hammer entirely. So Slaughter's knows the hammer is not in Swamp. When do they get the pod? That is the question.
Could be Sephi's next play here. He's not leaving Dark World yet. This is his best way to pod right now. He also dip his head into Ice Palace. But then he would lose the ability to go to pod fast.
We can flute. No, he can't flute.
Yeah,
He has to
but
go
then
back
he
to,
can't
he has to
access
go
the
back,
portal. Right?
he has to go. Yep. He has to go back to Village of Outcasts, right?
That's the choice of not having the hammer. The hammer being in pod. But yeah. As they're done with Ganon. And this is the point.
Yeah, just based on positioning, Asder will definitely finish first on their team. Oh, Slaughters, where are you going? You're
Plasma?
going up the plasma? Did they not scout plasma? Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, and there's the other male. The other male is a nice palace. Thanks, game.
With full beam combo and soon not too much of a problem for the two around there.
Yep. Nothing at Plasma, just 50 rupees. Oh, the pirates are dancing back here. Okay, there we go. Oh, Sephi maybe not realizing the not disadvantage, but the not maybe I guess realization is probably a better word, that your hammer locked over here, so there's no reason to check over here specifically for hammer.
It's still faster to get to
just
this next chest. And if this next chest
Yes.
has the key, then you can also get faster to the other chest. So there's still merit to this. Sephi
Yes,
kind
there
of gets
is.
bailed out
This is
here.
true. Yep. This is true.
But the way that Sephi's now taken is not necessary. He has no small key to go to IST room right now. Which he now probably realizes. And to get to
he's
the...
going to Freezor. Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, he's going to Freezor. Okay.
You could have gotten just left on the other room, so... Yeah.
That looks good. Nicely done. Oh, they have the big key. Okay. So we've seen one item so far. That's the second item. Sandcart was on Hobo, I believe. So we won't be seeing that again. Also, while we have a moment, give a follow to these runners. All very excellent people. Slotters and Sephi, great SM content people. Pear, just awesome content people in general. Also give my fellow co-com, Raylan Tanker, a follow, as well as the two trackers, Brightbringer and Sandrez. They have been doing great pushing all the buttons, the two trackers. And Raylan, you have helped out tremendously today. Thank you. You can follow me if you want. I'm not worthy. I am not worthy.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Certainly done very well on the commentary, was pretty entertaining so far. And I've seen you do a few of these too. 1 or 2 times. So.
Chat pointing out that Sephi's Twitch name was changed. This is true. We hope to have it corrected before their next race.
Oh, I did not notice that.
Because he's listed as Antinomy.
Yeah.
Alright, Slaughters is in the right spot. He'll find his hammer. That'll put him in go mode once he finds it. Fortunately, it will be too little too late. Pear is about to wrap this one up, but Gegar Gang has put up a great show.
Oh, definitely. They've shown off some very, very strong Super Metroid skills, and yeah. I mean,
question in chat: what is that timer? It is clearly 5 OJ. I don't know what the problem is. This is fine.
Yeah.
It is definitely a 5 OJ time right now.
Definitely is.
Bunny getting Zeb skip very easily. He's about to finish off phase 1. Azur's about to start phase 3.
There we go.
So Slaughter's now has that hammer, is in go. Seppi knows now that go to pod, get your hammer, you'll be in go mode. So I suspect they'll be finishing. Seppi does not have Crane marked. I don't know if he actually went and fought Crane or not, so that might not be a mistake or an eaten input on the tracker. They do have Soldiers does have 3 crystals left. Seppi has 4. So this will be like a 20-minute clean, I suspect. Slaughter. Why did Slaughter's leave pod?
I have no idea. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe the choice of okay, it's go mode, we can go. Then forgetting about what actually being a crystal you need to finish.
Yep.
Can happen.
Yep, that's possible.
In 2 hours.
Yep, it can totally happen. I mean, me commentating, I thought pod was suspended. why was Azure sticking around in there?
Oh, and here Slotus doing the map check and realizing, okay, maybe that was a mistake. So maybe Seppi gave him a little nudge, a little hint about maybe you shouldn't have left pod.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. And Azur's about to finish up. Obviously, as a racer, will not save the animals. This is objectively the correct move. Metroid Fusion will not be canon.
I mean, you say that, but with this being a total team finish time, there's no reason for Aster to finish faster.
Yep. And there it is. Aster has finished official race time of 2 hours, 10 minutes, 31 seconds. GG's to Aster. Bunny is about to get phase 3 done with Mother Brain, and she will be wrapping up her team victory here very soon. And we'll see if we can get him in here for an interview after that. There's the brain kill on Bunny's side. Escape sequence started. Oh, Slutters is getting bullied by the jellies.
One more example here, apparently not being familiar or not confident at least in doing the dive down here. Just going for the old strategy of just draining swamp, back of swamp.
I mean, it's fine too. It's technically a little slower, but it's still a go mode swamp, so it's what, a 10-second difference maybe?
Maybe a bit more on the go mode swamp. But
maybe.
Yeah. You have you definitely do not have to worry about that jelly to dive it down. At least not that one.
Now, I suspect Bunny will also let the animals fry. They will become a barbecue to the planet.
Yeah, for the second runner, there's usually no reason to save them, because they actually have to save time.
There it is. Bunny has finished officially. First place with the team. Total team time of 2 hours, 13 minutes, 7 seconds. GG's to Pear.
GG.
Oh, Seppi is getting the bully. I don't like it when this creature just gets stuck in life like that, because every time you poke them, you just get bumped back up.
If that happens there, it's faster to just run back out down, reset the room, and try again.
Yep, absolutely. And we are now joined by Pear, Azure, and Polar Bear Bunny. GG, you two. Nicely done.
GG.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
So, my first question: how nervous are you when you see Morph Ball in Bryn Ceiling?
It
I
was,
was annoyed.
it was good because we didn't have to do the entry stutter 3.
Okay. Now, I was more concerned that it would open up SM early. Oh, by the way, welcome to the Super Metroid and then Link to the Past combo seed. But yeah, with that Morph Ball, I mean, SM just became wide open early. Both suits became available pretty quickly, and it was a full clear of SM. We were, at least I was speculating that Gegar Gang was actually gonna play really well into that if there wasn't too much to do in Link to the Past.
Yeah, I was worried about that too. It seemed like everything was in SM.
There's another qualifier. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, go ahead.
There's another.
You're good.
There's one of the qualifiers where we had kind of similar SM heavy, like everything, do all of SM, everything was there first. But then the Link to the Past swords are really dry. And that was a qual seed where SM mains like really struggled. So I felt like this race was similar to that, except it had like easy swords and stuff for Link to the Past. It wasn't hard. So we ended up being a little more worried about it than in that qualifier, but I guess pod was kind of tricky.
So, always. So, what are your thoughts on this seed? Asder, I guess you can go first.
I kind of just gave my thoughts on them, I think.
Oh, okay, fair
It
enough.
was
Bunny,
a good,
what
it was a good seed.
Sorry.
It was nice, except Buck got all of the nice things like silvers and half magic and powder, and it wasn't fair.
Well, you got blue mail.
Frown.
Do you guys want to know where the other mail was? It's in a really dumb spot.
Sure.
Ice Palace.
First chest in Ice Palace. Yeah, first chest in Ice Palace.
That's where I was gonna go after if X-Ray and Climb Supers didn't have something. So I was like, yeah, it might be kind of good for us if Hammer's in Ice Palace.
Yeah, I didn't want to like push it until flippers though. It seemed
Yeah.
not smart to do that. But it was like, oh, it would be like really like ice is so unattractive to seed, I think. But oh yeah, so despite me having all the safeties, I still took 2 boss deaths, so that was cool.
Yeah. Confirmed better than Buck battling to the past.
I mean,
Yeah,
didn't you-
so this was a weird sequence of events. So Sloters did damage boost stress and broke X-ray, broke the X-ray check very early. Got intel on flippers, died on the way back out because of a mistimed hit on a waiver. So he had to pause specifically so he would have 0 health back on his status screen, and did that 3 times before mistiming the last pause. And then he got a dumb energy tank at Alpha PB Missile. And he only had the 1 tank and 1 reserve at this time. So he had the 2nd tank. He went back, and you could tell he was angry because he just beelined it right back for X-Ray to get that flipper. And unfortunately, at least for them, the flipper checks didn't really pan out to do anything. Zora was 2 red 20s and a missile, I think. And I mean, like, the flipper checks themselves didn't really lead to anything. And that's kind of unfortunate there. But yeah.
I kind of was thinking they might do something like that when I saw the flippers were there. But I also kind of think using flippers to get to East Dark World is not very intuitive if you don't have a lot of experience in the game.
I think, like something like flippers, I believe, like if you're doing it that early, you don't know what your pendants are yet. So, and you don't really know how useful the flippers are going to be. So, like one way of cutting your losses is to move on, get it later when it's faster or easier to get. Just get more information. Like some of the things I did in a weird order because I wanted to get more information rather than do things I needed to do. Like I was water walking to. I did the water walk because I realized that Aga puts East Dark World in logic without flippers, and we didn't have them yet. So Hammer could have been in pod. So I went to Skullwoods to arm the water walk there, despite not having done it, not picking up the Quake, and I still didn't do those things because I wanted the information more than I wanted to beat Skullwoods.
Okay. That's fair. Was there any doubt in your guys' minds at all about TR being required when you saw Vanilla Ice Rod so early in the seed?
I was thinking that flippers would be in there, but then later we saw it was Bombos, and we have no idea where that is, so that was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Bombos was on Magic Bat.
Oh, yeah, that was... I refused to go there until I got either Hammer or Flippers because it's a real bad check without the Hammer because you have to lose your portal.
Yeah.
And then Flippers, it was logically locked behind Flippers anyways. Because it was in Waterfall Cave.
Yep. Oh. I suppose we're still early in the tournament, so you guys don't know who you're up against next week yet, correct?
We'll find out later today.
Oh. Let's take a peek.
It's the next match, actually. So Nightwolf and AG versus Gegar and Colors. So we'll face the winner of that, and Gegar Gang will face the loser of that.
And I believe that is also going to be on SpeedGaming 3. Let me double check the schedule to confirm that.
Oh yeah, it'll like the restream will go right into that, I guess. That's cool.
Yep. So immediately following this match, we will have Team Regrets and All versus the More the Merrier, as you just pointed out. So definitely tune in for that. And then we have later on today at 3:10 Eastern, we have EG to Aga versus Died in Hype Cave. How do you even die in Hype Cave? That's interesting.
You can throw the bomb to open the bomb wall and just do not speak to the NPC or walk up there too early.
I've done that in Cross Keys because, like, sometimes if you go there as a bunny, you get the NPC item already, and then when you go to throw the bomb at the wall, he's not protecting you because you already got his item.
Oh, right.
He doesn't talk to you. It's sad.
That's something I didn't count on. Okay. Alright, so Sloters is just getting through the gauntlet now in GT. Sephi has one crystal? Yes, he has the deserts. Oh, he's got all 7. Never mind. He did desert. He's got all 7. He's about to climb the tower. H0, if you haven't died in Link's house, you haven't done it correctly. All right. Do you guys have any final thoughts, either about the seed or about your prospective opponents coming up in 2 weeks, I guess, because you'll have 2 weeks since we're in the winners bracket.
I'm interested to see who it is because I think that the match coming up is pretty evenly matched. So I really have no idea who's going to win.
Yep, and like you mentioned, it's going to be Nightwolf and Ancient Gamer versus Gegar G and the System Vibrant Colors. We got Cerberoth doing comms. We got Hydropower and Pear doing tracking. And again, that's coming up in about 25-30 minutes. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then on SpeedGaming 2, Raylan, you'll be doing comms on that one. We got Omniflash and Madbow versus Zempt and Blue Crayon. That should be a good match.
I have to get on those commentaries when the races are actually at times where the sun is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to rise pretty soon.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, this actually speaks to your point earlier, Azure, about checking for some possible safeties. You have 161 in your collection. Bunny has 142. And Bunny, I'm sorry that Azure has all the safeties today.
It's okay.
That's how co-op usually works. The safeties go to the player that doesn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, Bunny, I'm curious. If the swords weren't free, like there was one at Wavebeam, one at GT, one at I think it was yeah, I mean, like the swords were free. What would have made you go down to Zelda's dungeon and get those silvers?
Oh, I don't know. I might not have been able to justify it because I think I have 3 bottles. Well,
okay.
I could have mirrored after Giz Tower and got him. I might have done that.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
On Master Sword, I think it's definitely a good idea. At least.
Yeah.
They save so much time if you're only on MS.
Yep, they do.
Well, thank you guys for commentary and the trackers. We're gonna get ready for bingo, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo.
Bingo.
And yeah, thanks for putting on a great show for us today, and good luck with your bingo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now Sloters is doing Gan right now. Gan is in a great spot to do spins, but Sloters touched a fire bad. Luckily, has some fairies in a bottle.
Making very good use of the botnet they picked up earlier.
Yep.
Nice upshot dodge there. Fortunately, did not manage to get enough swings in to end that second phase already.
Mm-hmm. And Sephi thinking the exact same thing, catching a prisoner just before the gauntlet.
This is through the worst part. I'm not sure about the magic situation.
His magic is a little low. He can't, well, I mean, he does have silvers, so it shouldn't be that big a deal.
But he should, if he doesn't have a backup potion, he should not miss too much, okay.
Yeah.
Also here, trying to go for double hits, which is not possible if Ganon is close to the ledge and getting pushed into it with the silver.
Well, that one actually would have been a double there if this would hit it. But 4 silvers, Gan's down. Get your first G in for Sloters.
Have you trying to powder that bunny beam? Spinning away. Let it
Is that a flamingo? What is that bunny sprite? What is that?
Isn't that the Birdo
That is a cute
sprite?
bunny sprite.
I don't know how the counterpart is. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. That's a cute one though. Oh wow. D-Web in chat pointing out that it is a bird from Mario 2 that carries the Shy Guys on its back from World, I want to say it's World 5. Wow. That's a reference. I would not have gotten that.
There are so many sprites in Link to the Past you can choose from. I think at this point you can play a seed each day with a different sprite and have enough sprites for the year. Or at least are pretty close to that. They are still being
Also,
new introduced.
Seppi somehow, I don't know why that bug happens, but he was standing right over the torch and shot the fire rod, and the torch said no.
If you are too close to it and still moving forward, you can spawn the fire rod shots behind the torch.
Seppi is opting not to do a magic refill. I'm okay with this. He has enough with half magic that it shouldn't be an issue. Wow, Moldorm, come on, just cooperate a little bit, please.
Maybe not knowing about that full magic refill or just not caring.
Maybe. I mean, I would say this is more of a comfort level thing. He probably feels pretty good with what he's got.
Yeah. I mean, he did show off that diver down earlier, so maybe he's a little bit more firm in his Link to the Past stuff, and
Yep.
has at least one
Also,
fairy and a red potion. Go ahead.
Oh, I see what happened. Sloters doesn't have high jump. That's why Sloters did not go for baby skip. I was like, oh, Sloters didn't get the baby skip. Oh, Sloters didn't go for it intentionally. That's why. Baby skip without high jump boots, pretty tough. Ask any SM runner.
As long as Steffi is not using Cape or Burner to assist the Ganon fight, this magic should be more than enough for Silver's Ganon fight here. He has...
That guy's heavily desync though. Okay, there we go.
He has a red potion, he has a fairy, so health is more than enough.
Yep.
So should be at least on blue mail. Maybe red mail, I'm not sure. So can basically just tank the first 3 phases, which should be very easy with the butter sword.
Yeah, Seppi should be fine with this Ganon fight.
And definitely on red mail. Only taking 2 hearts from those fire bat hits. Still, next hit will kill him, so decides to drink the red potion. But the second phase should be over. No more hits be needed.
Get a couple more. Get it. Just get a couple more hits in, just to be sure.
Can't hurt. They just don't do anything. Fighting to stun
And asking the very important question.
Oh. Was going for the fire rod torch glitch setup. That looked very good, but it was slightly early.
Yep, I thought he had it. This is going to be a lot harder for him now. Because now, without torch glitch, he has to use effectively 3 times as much magic, just because he has to light the torches that much more often.
Oh, and take the fall, which is maybe not that bad. Can try and reset that fight.
Actually, I think the fight. I think the fall is actually good for him here. You have one more shot at torch glitch. You can restock on another fairy if you need to.
If he knows, he knows. Yeah, and just going back in.
Yeah. And he doesn't. He's not missing too much magic, so I think this is this won't hurt him all that much.
Should still be fine. He seems to at least have an idea of what he's doing. Just was slightly off on the time this time, which was unfortunate. Second phase should be done. Good. Nice dodges. Unfortunate spinning bed.
How did he not get hit by any of those firebat shots there?
They have a set pattern, so if you get them on a regular basis, you learn to dodge them. And then decides to be a bit trolly now.
Yep. Alright, Sloters, are you gonna do it? Will you please the fans? Will you save the animals, or are we going to a barbecue?
If he gets the torch glitch this time. Still was somewhat early on that fire rod shot, but he got it. That's all that matters. And yeah, now this looks
single
very safe.
Get 1 GG in chat for Sloters. That's official 3rd place overall with a time of 2:36.57. We're just waiting on Sephi to finish up here.
Down.
And get a G in chat. Gannon is down for Sephi. Time to wrap up Turian.
Yeah, Sephi will be in his element. That should not pose any problem at all. Full beam combo. I think I'm pretty sure he should have picked up charge.
I believe he has charge. I mean, actually, does he have charge? We're gonna find out real soon.
Oh, if not, I think his ammo is actually too low.
Sephi, I hope you pause, because you definitely do not have enough supers if you don't have charge. I think he realizes this.
Not the way to.
Yep, he needs to go. Yep, he's got to go back up. Yeah, he's got to go back up to Dark Death.
Yep.
Let's see, we got about 3 more minutes before we get to the charge beam, and then another 6 from a save and quit to finish. Okay. So we have probably 10 more minutes-ish before finishes.
Charge does not take 3 minutes. That's 1.5 at most.
Yeah. Well, I'm highly guesstimating here, based on average time of distance. I totally did not just pull that number out, too.
Not confident in our clip, so switching to the mirror to delete that block. Good thinking here. Which is actually in the Link to the Past Randomizer where quick swap is enabled, so you can switch your items without opening the menu. Now incorporated in the strategy to pass that room, since you can quickly swap between hookshot and mirror, which is faster than clipping to the block with a hookshot. Without quick swap having to open the menu, it's overall slower, since opening the menu and closing it does take time. There it is. 1 save and quit, a reset. And onwards to Mother Brain.
Oh, Sephi's stream froze. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is there nothing happening? Come on, technology, you can do this.
I certainly hope it's just that the stream froze and okay. Seems to be back. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, everyone, we don't have to panic or picnic. Sephi will make real quick work of Turian. And true to their word, Bunny and Asda setting up for bingo. Now, fun fact, while we have the moment, and also completely irrelevant to what's going on the right side, bingo has you start in Ceres Station. What is Ceres, you ask? It is the space station of the vanilla game that you see a plot device. And we don't know why this happens. Alright, Metroid Room 4 done for Sephi. On to the baby. Well, he doesn't have wave beam, so I don't think he goes for baby skip here. He might try it, but I don't think he's going to go for it. You know what? I'll just eat my words. He's going for it.
I mean, why not?
Nicely done by Sephi. That is excellently executed.
So, in the interest of time, though, since
Yes. We will be switching over to the next race immediately following the conclusion of this. We will not have time for an interview with Sephi and Sloters. We will switch it right over. We apologize to our runners and to our viewers if they were looking forward to an interview, but the show must go on, and we will switch it over to the next race very shortly.
we can try and do some magic to maybe get the interview done just now. If you're interested in?
We probably could, because there is a 10-minute stream delay, so the race is not starting for at least another minute yet. So we probably could have time. I guess this is up to behind the scenes and their decisions. But if time is a factor, we will switch it on over.
If they're interested in doing the interview, they should have done their invites.
So I would like to point out that none of our runners had enough energy for stand-up today, despite all of the health being available. Stand-up didn't seem... I don't think stand-up happened for any of our runners today. I didn't even catch that until just now, I don't think.
I don't think anyone tried for it.
Our chat pointing out that the other race has not started yet. If that's the case, then we will totally do an interview with Sloters and Sephi while we're on waiting for that second race to get started. The baby thumb. Okay. Nice quick phase 3 there from Sephi. He is about to finish up. And then, for the last time, we can ask, will the animals be saved? Obvious answer is probably not, but maybe as a memer, and I know Sephi loves his memes, maybe he tries it. Maybe he saves the animals. Nice behemoth spark there from Sephi. The SM runners are putting on an SM show.
It's a bit unfortunate that they did not decide to do Upper North earlier and pay it in with the Croc, so that they would have, so they did not have their Metroid stuff a bit earlier, which kind of hindered them. And that Flipper is baiting them into that Dark World loop through Meridia.
Yep. And officially, the race has concluded. Sephi and the team have finished with an official team time of 2 hours, 48 minutes, 48 seconds. GG to Gegar gang. We'll see if they want to do an interview or not. We do have time. And in the meantime, before they join us, once again, give our runners a follow. They are well earned of your attention. Also, my co-com, Raylan, and the two trackers, Sandres and Bright Beginner. Give them a follow as well. All right, while we wait to hear from Sloters and Sephi. Raylan, what did you think about the seed?
It was definitely kind of interesting one with potentially very fast cleared Super Metroid, and then Link to the Past with that hammer and pot with it, which is always not very nice to get to. And the myths in the checkerboard cave, there were some interesting spins on it.
A few trolley locations,
but if you get and of course the flippers in X-Ray, which were kind of there and never got a good time to pick them up in a reasonably logical way. So, had a bit of twists, but overall it was pretty good co-op seed, I'd say. We really could get to see.
This was definitely a good exhibition of how co-op should go. The items are spread out just enough. You weren't really railroaded. I mean, there was some railroading going on, but it wasn't really that bad. I would say this is a great co-op seed. We have not heard from Sephi or Sloters. I'm gonna guess they don't want to do an interview. So I think we can go ahead and wrap this one up. We're gonna try and get started with the second race. We are having some technical issues at the moment. We're not really sure what's going on, but that race should be coming on shortly. We will endeavor to keep you guys up to date. But for now, I am Leno. Raylan, go ahead and send us off.
Thanks everybody for watching, and stay tuned for the next race, which is hopefully starting pretty soon.